Hi everybody, just a reminder I am out today because my husband is getting his wisdom teeth out. Hopefully all is going well at this point by the time you guys see this video. I just want to give you a few tips when it comes to graphing average speed. Remember that average speed is just what we've been solving with on Friday and Thursday of last week, where we are looking at the formula V equals D divided by T. Remember that V stands for speed, D is for distance, and T is for time. So I'm going to go through some tips with you about how to graph average speed. The worksheet that you have for today has about 4 or 5 problems on there where I'm asking you to not only solve for average speed, but then also graph it. Since you've had experience graphing lines in algebra, I don't think this is going to be that complicated for you. But I do want to give you some tips and reminders and just sort of explain to you how it works with speed and a little bit different than what you're solving in algebra. So step one of all the steps is that you need to solve the problem so we know what the speed is. Remember, when you're solving your problems, you need to show all 4 steps in order to earn all 5 points. Okay? I need to know where it is. If you make a mistake, I need to know where that mistake comes from so that we can help you avoid that in the future. So make sure you use all 4 steps. Remember, step 1, write the formula. Step 2, identify the variables. Step 3, to solve. And step 4, answer with the correct units. Remember, your units when you're solving speed should be something distance per time. Think about when you're driving a car. The speed limit is miles per hour. Okay? Miles per hour. That is speed, or meters per second, some sort of a distance per a unit of time. When it comes to graphing the speed, remember that you need to label your x and your y axis. Remember, x axis is horizontal. That is where we are going to label the time. Okay? Y axis is vertical. That is going to be distance. So along the y axis, you want to have the distance marked off. Now remember, you are going to have to plot 3 points. So for example, if you have something that is 10 meters per second, I would recommend going on your y-axis and doing measurements of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, all the way up. Or you could count by 5. That would work as well. And then along the y-axis, you want to count by single numbers, because when we talk about like miles per hour, it's how many miles did you drive per 1 hour. So you're counting by ones along the bottom. So start with 0 right at where the x and the y meet, and 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to the end. Then you have to remember from algebra, I'm sure you've heard this from Mrs. Kinkle, is the slope, rise over run. And that's exactly how we're going to plot these points. So as I said with your example, if it is 10 meters per second, the rise is the meters, the distance, and the run is the time. So you would have to go up on your y-axis to 10 and over to 1 meter and mark your point. Okay? Now, in order to make 3 more points, you have to go from where you were at right there with that point and go up 10 over 1, up 10 over 1. That will give you 3 plotted points, and then all you need to do is use a ruler to connect those dots. I have had people ask the question if you're supposed to have arrows on the end of your lines. That doesn't matter to me as much with science. I just want to know that you are able to plot these points. And looking at this speed and how speed will continue to increase as you go along with time, that you would cover more distance as more time allows. Okay, you should be able to get this done in class. If not, make sure that you bring it with you to class on Wednesday. Just a couple reminders for later on this week. Wednesday, we have Taylor from the Career Center coming in. She's going to do a Career Center presentation with us. You won't need to bring your textbook, but please bring something to read. I don't know if we will be reading at the start of class, but I would like us to be prepared if we do. And then also on Thursday, the counselors are going to come in and they are going to be talking to us about elective classes for next school year, and we will be selecting those. It is my hope that I am back at school tomorrow. That's kind of the game plan. But as of right now, I'm recording this for you on Monday night, so I'm not quite sure how things will go tomorrow with my husband getting his wisdom teeth out. So it is my goal that I will be back on Wednesday. And so I will see you then. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to keep those for us, and we can answer those on Friday when we get back to uh, business as usual. All right. Have a good day. I will see you on Wednesday.